Northern Ireland, 12th of July. It's a big deal. For any of you who don't live in Northern Ireland, or even Ireland, or anywhere close to Ireland, the 12th of July, in terms of Northern Ireland, is pretty much like Christmas Day, Easter, and your birthday, and every other special day you might have, all rolled into one for a section of the population there. It is a commemoration day. It is a day where the loyalist part of Northern society commemorate a famous battle back in the 1690s, when the Protestant King William of Orange defeated the Catholic king at the time, James, and at the Battle of the Boyne. So this is what the 12th is. It basically centres around, but it's also a celebration of loyalism. It's a celebration of that part of society's history, heritage, and a display, if you like, of their allegiance to the Queen or King. The Queen at the moment, to the United Kingdom. It's a huge deal. It's celebrated pretty much like St. Patrick's Day is in the South. Parades, marching bands, a lot of, well, this kind of thing. And maybe that. And it's celebrated mainly by an organisation called the Orangemen. No, not that. This. So this is the Loyal Orange Lodge, or the Orange Order, as they're called, sometimes known as the Orangemen. No. So, anyway, what's that got to do with the price of fish? Well, not a whole lot, but this is where I'm going with this. Check this out, because we have something of a bit of a culture clash going on. Oh, we love a good culture clash on this channel. The BBC has been filming a TV series called Hope Street. I haven't watched it, don't know much about it, but I just thought this was a bit of an interesting little aside that popped up on my purview. Let's read on here. This is from Gilly Beattie in Belfast Live. And she says, BBC Hope Street, that's the series, TV company wants Union flags and bunting taken down for filming over 12th, being the 12th of July. Now, as part of the whole 12th celebrations, there's flags everywhere, bunting, Union Jacks, everybody's, you know, the whole thing is festooned with flags and bunting everywhere. It's a complete, I mean, this is a big deal. It's a big deal. If you're in Ireland, you're in the north especially, you know how big a deal this is. It is just the high point of the year for unionism. So anyway, let's read on. This TV company, the BBC, I assume it's some other company working on behalf of the BBC making this production company. They want to film this Hope Street, which is set in the north of Ireland, on the 12th, but they don't want the flags.
What you talking about, Mr. D?
Well, that's going to get interesting. Okay, Jilly, let's see. There's Donaghadee there. Now, a TV company wants Union flags, Orange Order memorabilia, and street bunting taken down over the 12th during filming in County Down. Belfast Live can reveal Donaghadee has welcomed back the cast and crew of Hope Street, the TV show that US audiences have been glued to, have they? Have they really? Oh, maybe they have. Which is set in the fictional village of Port Devine. However, this year's filming schedule coincides with the 12th celebrations, and flags fluttering in scenes will create a major problem for producers, because yeah, that's going to be that's not really what they want. It doesn't really fit with whatever what this Hope Street thing is. I think it's some kind of, is it a crime thing? I just had a brief, very cursory look at it. It seems to be some kind of drama / crime / I don't know, something like that. It's police people in it and all that. Anyway, the Orange Order Grand Secretary Mervyn Gibson has today called for calm heads and reasonable negotiation. In the north? You shit me here? Anyway, sorry. Mervyn, go on. Over any Orange Order or Union flag discussions. Yeah, calm heads and reasonable negotiations in the north of Ireland. I mean, it's possible. A show insider said, quote, "The question of the flags has been on the horizon for a while, and there's a lot of anxiety and concern from the locals." Well, these things, this 12th thing can get out of hand, as done on many occasions. Let's go on. Quote, "The people of Donaghadee welcomed the film crew last year and very much enjoyed how the town was highlighted in the series." Well, I'm sure it's a great boost for the local economy, and, you know, I'm sure a lot of locals get kind of caught up in it, and maybe they get little gigs and jobs and whatever, and yeah, it's always good when a production company comes to town, especially a small little village like Donaghadee. Locals worked as extras, yeah, there you go, and the atmosphere was great, lovely. But there's a snag this year, because there's an Irish feeling to the series, and it's being filled over the 12th. So basically, it couldn't be more. On the 12th, Northern Ireland couldn't be more English. British. The 12th. It's all about being British. It's not, you don't see many tricolours flying on the 12th, I'll tell you that. So there will be real British flags flying in this fictional Irish town. Okay, so yeah, the town isn't, what I gather from this, isn't supposed to be a northern, it's just supposed to be an Irish village. I think that's what they're going for here. The 12th is a special time of year for Donaghadee, and great pride is taken over the flags, the bunting and the appearance of the town. Quote, "So the flags will fly, the bunting will flutter, and no TV show and no US audience is going to change that." Yeah, calm and reasonable debate. Yeah, okay, going well so far. Quote, "The folks at Hope Street say they have no issues with flags, apart from the fact that they create date stamps on the episodes, which creates a problem for them." Yeah, I get that. I mean, the flags everywhere and bunting and all, it can only be the 12th of July. You know, you can't really say, here's a random day in May. That's not going to work. Quote, "So there's a delicate balance here, because, as we know, anyone calling for Union flags removed in a town which prides itself on those flags, well, that causes a big problem. There has been a flurry of activity this week ahead of filming to try and nip the issue in the bud. It's hard for some of the TV team to fully appreciate the importance of the flags and emblems to the town, but they're learning fast." Well, if you're not from the area, if you're not from, I mean, Northern Ireland or Ireland in general, you probably don't get how big a deal the 12th is. I mean, it's a real big deal. It's their St. Patrick's Day, essentially, you know, speaking as a southerner. And I mean, whilst I am diametrically opposed to pretty much everything the Orange Order stands for, the Orangemen. Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-dee. Now it's in my head now. I'm diametrically opposed, obviously, as an Irish nationalist, to their whole ethos, but I get their dedication. I can't knock that. I mean, that's got to be respected. Even if you don't agree with people, and I do respect it. I do respect that they have their traditions and their culture and their heritage, and okay, it is what it is. Anyway, let's read on. What is clear, quote, "What is clear is that Donaghadee will be flying flags, and Hope Street will have to set out how to keep them out of shots, considering the town is basically red, white and blue over the 12th. The situation will be one to watch. We can only hope that filming coincides rather than clashes with the 12th in Donaghadee. Belfast Live understands show producers are now in talks with community teams and loyal Orange Lodge number 781 over the matter. Well, where's Donaghadee? I hear you say. Well, there it is there, look. See that on the map? There you go. There's Northern Ireland there, up the top. Yeah, okay, got that. And there's Donaghadee, it's on the coast. Lovely little coastal town, just short hop from Scotland. Now, okay. Now, what's the problem here? Well, the Orange Order. These are the guys that really are the whole nub of these are the whole nub of the matter here. These guys are at the centre of the whole 12th celebrations. It's their thing, and they represent probably the majority. Although it is kind of fading out fast, they represent probably the majority population in the north. I don't know what the actual figures are. Let's just have a quick look at, before we go into the Orange Order, the Orangemen. Let's have a look at Donaghadee's. This is where the village is. You've seen it on the map there. So on Census Day 2011, there was 7,000 odd people living there. Now, here's the bit we need to just have a quick shufty at here. Right, so 82%, 83% basically, belong to or were brought up in a Protestant and other Christian, including Christian religion. 76.5% indicated that they had a British national identity. So that's 3/4 of Donaghadee identify, if you like, as British, part of the United Kingdom, which technically they are part of the United Kingdom. But 31% had a Northern Irish identity, and 6% say had an Irish national identity. So you see kind of where we're at with this Donaghadee problem. It's a very, very much a staunchly Protestant / Unionist town. Now, just by way of who are the Orange Order, I won't say it. Right, they're commonly known as the Orange Order. It's the Loyal Orange Institution is the technical name. It's an international Protestant fraternal order based in Northern Ireland and primarily associated with Ulster Protestants, particularly those of Ulster Scots heritage. It also has lodges in England, Scotland and the Republic, but yeah, very few. As well as in parts of the Commonwealth, again, very few. This is a Northern Irish thing. Togo, is it? It's got this Orange Order lodges in Togo.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now that I didn't know. Alright. What's Togo got to do with anything? I don't know, maybe there's money in it for them or something. That's all I can think of. Anyway, the Orange Order was founded by Ulster Protestants in County Armagh in 1795. This is Wikipedia. During a period of Protestant Catholic sectarian conflict. Well, nothing new there. That's been going on for a while. As a fraternity sworn to maintain the Protestant ascendancy in Ireland. Yeah, so essentially it was a way of kind of binding together the whole Ulster loyalist people, society, tribe, if you like. It's a way of kind of giving them something to kind of coalesce around in order to preserve their, as they saw it, their ascendancy, their control over the place. It is headed by the Grand Orange Lodge of Ireland. Okay, sorry, its name is a tribute to the Dutch-born Protestant King William of Orange. That's where the orange thing comes from. Not from Willy Wonka, no, it's not. No. Who defeated Catholic King James II in the Williamite Jacobite War of 1688 to 1691. Well, the order is best known for its yearly marches, which is what we're talking about here, the 12th. Okay, now that's where you are with the Orange Order, so you know who they are now. So you can see the problem here. So these guys are kind of rocked into town. Have we anything there? No. Okay. Right, fair enough. Let's go on with the article. We'll just finish to round this out. You can see where. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I'd say it's going to be good. We shoot scenes out of sequence and we can't show the flags, says the production company. We can't show flags in one sequence. and not the others. It's also like we're date stamping the episodes to June and July only, which is something that we need to avoid. We have once again created Portavine Festival banners, which help us create continuity to last year's series. So you see the problem that they have. They shoot, as with all productions and movies, they don't shoot them in order. I mean, they shoot the things like, you know, back to front, bits in the middle. They're just shooting scenes depending on who's available, actors and schedules and all that kind of stuff. So they'd be filming a load of scenes that wouldn't necessarily be in episode order, and you can't keep, because the 12th literally is festooned wall to wall with flags and bunting. Okay, it is now, and then they're gone a couple of days later. The streets are empty, flag poles are empty. It's all gone. So you can't have, you know, your continuity. One scene showing streets laden, paved, and festooned with bunting and Union Jacks everywhere, and then 5 minutes later in the programme, supposedly on the same day, the streets are empty. You see how it wouldn't work. And I don't think, yeah, you could say CGI might. No, I don't think CGI is going to do it. If required for filming, our plan is to remove flags from any streets we need to, with reverence and respect, and to return them once the film crew has passed through. We'll have advice from the community in this matter. Now, that sounds messy. We have been in touch with various members of the community associations, and they're working with us during June and July to ensure that all requirements are met for the people of the town and the cast and the crew. Quote, "We are delighted to be back in Donaghadee. We are always made to feel so at home here, and the people we have encountered have been so kind to the cast and crew." I'm sure they have, because it's great for Donaghadee, great for any small town or village to have this kind of going on and be famous. You know, people, you've seen the whole Star Wars thing with Skellig Michael. They're running tours out there since that film came out. It's only a rock in the ocean, but like, somebody's making coin out of it. And of course, we are so thankful that the community has welcomed us back with open arms. It's like we've never been away. Last year, filming ended just before the start of the 12th, so the flag issue was not a problem. Well, it's a problem this year. Somebody didn't get their dates right. But this year the schedule is different and the flags will be in place. It may also be the case that flags and planters are already in place for the Queen's Platinum Centenary. That's another thing that's going on this year. The Queen's Centenary. And again, the whole Queen thing, the whole royal family is real big for the Protestant community in the north, and especially the loyal Orange Lodge. Mervyn Gibson, the Orange Order's Grand Secretary, said cool heads were required to handle the situation in Northern Ireland. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck. He explained, this is a sensitive issue, a very sensitive issue, but it can be sorted, I've no doubt. Oh well, good man Mervyn, I like your optimism. The Orange Order does not tell any lodge or any town when to put their flags up. And this year things might be a bit different for areas celebrating Her Majesty's Platinum Ceremony. There's Mervyn there, you see? Bowler hats, that's how they dress, a lot of these lads. Especially on this day, they have the whole sash. Then they've got medals and various accoutrements and stuff going on. And that's basically, that's the look there. That's an Orangeman. That's not No, this is an Orangeman. Right, there you go, Mervyn Gibson. My suggestion, says Mervyn, is that the filming company and the community work this out together. If it is approached in a respectful manner, if the community who erect flags are involved, I'm quite sure they'd be happy to remove them temporarily, maybe for an hour or two for a scene to be shot. That's going to be a big job, but it's doable, lads, it's doable. It is doable. Then they would have to be put back in place. We respect the Union flag and we want it handled with respect and dignity. But we are reasonable people who work well with other reasonable people. I'd like to think so, Mervyn. I'd like to think so. I would urge the filming company to make contact with the community and discuss the best way forward, says Mervyn. If Hope Street bosses were to demand the removal of Union flags or bunting or Orange Order flags for the whole season, there would no doubt be trouble. You don't demand things. You don't demand things with unionism. It just don't. You just do not. It doesn't work. It wouldn't happen. I wouldn't like to see that happen. There's no reason for it to happen, said Mervyn. Quote, towns across Northern Ireland have facilitated this sort of situation before and everything has worked out fine. It can be done again, and as long as the requests are reasonable and the flags are put back in a timely manner, respectfully and the right way up. The right way up. Alright, okay, fair enough. The cast of Hope Street have already returned to Donaghadee to film the second series of the serial police drama. I knew it was something to do with police. And they are promising gripping storylines, intriguing characters and stunning settings. Kieran McMenamin, who plays Inspector Finn O'Hare, returns to the film the exciting series with Breed Brennan as Concepta O'Hare. I don't know any of these people, and I don't watch that. There he is there, I guess. That's him. Anyway, look, that's enough of that. Right. Just before we put this one in the can, what's happening? A quick glance at the Twitter sphere. John Joe O'Neill moved to Warren Point. I'm sure the people would welcome the employment and the international attention. As one leading loyalist ex-combatant said to me, quote, a flag never fed my family. All right. Dana tweets, a flag never fed any family. They're not for flying and celebrating. No, they are for flying and celebrating. However, a good plate of champ and sausages might. Oh, you can't argue with that, Dana. Son of Kahan. What? Oh, no. Ah, lads. A local resident has offered his services as a background extra. Yeah. You see the problem? Jared the Apostle. Oh dear, that's a very small bunch. Very small. Ah, Jared. Ah, no. No need. See? No need for that. No need for that. Very small. Jared. Jared the Apostle. That's a low. Lad's only doing his best. You know, he's just supporting his side. That's terrible. There's always one. There's always one in the audience. Can we take down, says Gavin, can we take down all of the flags all of the time? Place would look better without them, says Gavin. Katrina O'Dongala. Batten down the hatches. Batten down the hatches, says Katrine. Unionist rage over culture. A fwek attack incoming. Alright, yeah, that's enough of that. It's a highly charged thing. If you're not around these parts, you don't realise how highly charged the whole 12 thing is. Anyway, it's going to be... I think they're going to get it done. Look, if everybody just kind of plays nice, if everybody plays nice, and nobody kind of tries to upstage the other or get one up on the other or railroad the other or stamp all over if everybody just is nice and friendly and respectful, because respect is the key word here. You have to respect people's cultures, even if you don't agree with them, even if you're diametrically opposed to them, you still have to be respectful of them. It's when you're not respectful that things go pear-shaped. So if the TV company and executive or this production company, whoever they are, if they are respectful and they put forward realistic proposals that kind of don't disenfranchise the loyalists, I think they'll get through this. At the end of the day, look, the people of Donaghadee, no matter how staunch and no matter how dyed-in-the-wool they are, which they seem to be, and that's their thing, and that's their heritage and their history, so fair enough. No matter how dyed-in-the-wool they are and how staunch they are, they still like this attention. They like being in the TV series. They like having, whatever American audience is watching this, they like all the Yanks seeing Donaghadee and how lovely it is, lovely coastal village, and maybe coming over for their holidays and all the money getting washed around the place, and plus they get to be extras. Well, obviously not that lad with the small, you know, not him, but other people, they love it, you know, they like that, so they're not going to jeopardise that. They're not going to jeopardise that. Not unless the production company just goes in, you know, with hobnail boots and starts demanding this and demanding that. And that's not going to work. It's not going to work in the North. Never has, never will. It's not that kind of place. Anyway, I say good luck to them. Good luck to them all. I'm going to get my popcorn. I'm going to watch this because I'm hoping it won't, but it could get interesting. Anyway, there you go. No, I'm not. It's in my head now, that whole thing. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Good luck to them all. And yeah, what do you think? Good idea? Bad idea? Get the flags down? Leave them up? Do you care? Does anybody care? Right, catch you the next time.